start mine too here. Oh shit, don't freeze.
Now my phone's gonna act up. Are you serious?
Look at all these other FTRs. I've seen so many names lately of other FTRs.
What's that?
I see a lot of names lately with FTR, but I don't know who they are. Oh, we're getting a join.
We getting a join. We are getting a join.
At least.
Well, I got my stream going. We're all live.
Oh, you're good? Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah, we're live. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and join this on up.
Any of you guys need an invite? Good luck? Everyone's good?
Yep, I am in. Come on, you stupid thing. Only 10 drivers tonight. A lot of people missing the race. A lot of people skipping.
So,
yep.
Right on.
J-Well, Reckless, Heavy Duty, Heavy Duty back. Typical, Malinsky.
How about
Claxton.
that, guys? And you mentioned right off the get, our good old buddy War, man. Awesome to see War back, man. Awesome to see War back. Really, really good.
Oh, sure, he came down to us after iRacing and stuff. This may seem different to him.
Yeah, he got a few laps in the other night on the high side, but I don't know what happened. I think he exited pretty early, though.
Yeah, he wanted to, from what I understand, that he just wanted to run a couple laps, kind of get a few racing laps under his belt, but he should be in. He plans on being in the race all night tonight, as we are running the pace laps.
51 and 51 are on the pole.
The 51 car is my pick tonight, by the way, gentlemen.
Oh, mine too.
Yep, I'm picking the 51.
I'm gonna stick with the man, Billy. Then.
Billy's my dark horse.
No, actually, I'm going to. I want Lynch tonight. Lynch said he's going to win it for the wife. So
the only reason why I wasn't going for Lynch is because I knew you were going to go for him a dark horse, Luggy.
He's driving for Brendan tonight.
I talked to him earlier today, as a matter of fact, and he is really excited about his car tonight. Really, really excited about this race.
He says he's going to drive it like he stole it, not look back. So
well, he is in that number 3 car, starting in the outside row of the second row in the 4th position, as we are going green, and the 51 of J-Wow jumps out in front with the 51 of Clashin right behind him. Billy in 3rd, tucks right in behind as we are riding with Lynch here for a moment. Lynch, like I said, I talked to Lynch today, man. He was really
driver.
He was really pumped up tonight. Really pumped up about his car tonight. And I mean, if you want to know about this track, I'll let you know every inch of this track. This track, Dover, we're at tonight, is about an hour and a half from my house. I've been to this track. I was at this track back when it was asphalt.
Well, you want to go and get me a good setup then?
I got you one. I got you. Oh yeah, I got you one. I got you one. You know I got you, Lucky. You know I got you. We are going. Let's get through the field here a little bit as War, as we mentioned, driving that number 42 McDonald's machine tonight. The 42 McDonald's Chevrolet. Awesome to see War back, man. Awesome to see War back. Doing some iRacing. I think he had actually a shoulder surgery maybe a month ago on his shoulder. So he was on the mend for a little while, but
War in the 42.
Good friend of mine. I owe War
Where's my
a lot.
heavy duty? There he is.
Yeah, let's
heavy duty, nice blue 19.
I got heavy duty streaming.
Reckless in that 24. Reckless driving that 24 machine tonight. Mac Attack in that number 17. Mac Attack currently riding in 5th place. Oh, he went way up high. Way up high. Going to allow Typical in the 4 car and Reckless in that 24 to get underneath of him and allow War to pull right up on him. And there's Heavy Duty in that number 19 Toyota in 9th position.
Nowinski fell back for some reason.
Yep. And Typical in that number 4. Typical in that number. I love that paint scheme.
Yeah, I like that's a sharp looking 4
Isn't
car.
that a cool paint scheme? That July 4th looking paint scheme. That is such awesome paint scheme.
Yeah, for sure.
And Nowinski in that 88 looked like he has a rough start, a rough jump off, but plenty of time to catch up here in Dover. And this is such a unique track, guys. I mean, you can run it low, you can run it medium, you can run it high.
Well, it's still 200 laps, like the one was last week, or 100 laps, whatever it was. 200, I guess.
Yep.
It's 200 laps, yeah, but it was a mile track, so it's a little short.
Yeah.
And welcome to the booth, ladies and gentlemen. Long time no see. Our old good friend, it's Bob Drew in the house tonight. What's going on, Bob?
Oh, not much.
How you doing tonight, man?
Doing good.
You doing good? Good, man. It's good to see you up here again. Haven't been up here in a minute, dude.
Yeah,
It's good to see you back. He was helping me with the high side the other night on Monday.
I tell you
I
what.
figured if I got off nights, I might as well get up and do something productive.
That's it. Well, you know, not just I'm not really productive, but just sit back, relax, and catch a good race, man.
Hey, another 200 laps at Dover, eh, Bob?
Yeah, this I was gonna say I feel like it is gonna be even harder than this one for them guys with the draft being all low in here.
Yeah. Well, I talked to Clashin earlier today, and he said it's actually going to be a boring race. Because these JCR guys, apparently these JCR guys really put on a dominant performance the other night in the high side race. Did you guys watch that?
Yeah, A to B, they dominated the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the broadcast the other night on high side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't have a chance to catch it, so I was really, really busy. And
Oh, you're basically watching the replay of it right now. So
Yeah,
far.
this is really third.
Yeah, it's pretty much nothing's changed.
Lynch is up there. Ward is doing good.
We got a Reckless back here, and yeah.
Heavy riding along. And I mean, there's Jay Wells YouTube. Let me bring up
a little loose off exit.
Let me bring up Jay Wells YouTube so we can get a leaderboard going up here. For some reason, my phone wants to act all slow and dumb.
Yeah, they've already put 2 seconds on Billy, and almost 4 on Typical.
Yeah, Clashin and Jay Well checking out here. And give me 1 minute, folks. I'm going to try to clean up my phone a little bit because this thing has been.
Back attack is having some issues. He's got front right damage a little bit. He's starting to get loose as anything off exit, causing him to swing back up into the wall. Oh, there he goes again. Yeah, definitely.
Well, this Dover is a track where you are going to get ridiculously loose.
Yeah.
Ridiculously loose. Off of turn 2 and off of turn 4. Yeah. You are going to, I mean, no matter, I don't care how tight your car gets set up, when the fuel burns off and the tires get worn, it's going to get loose. That's just how Dover is, and that's what
we were talking about that Monday about the elevation change coming out of the turn, and it lightens your car up. The car gets real light, and that's what gets the loose feeling in it.
Yep. As you see, Typical and Lynch doing a little bit of battle here. This is for 4th position.
I've just been keeping on Mac here. Mac is having a handful every lap, every turn.
Now, Lynch wants it. Or I'm sorry, Lynch has it. Typical wants it.
Yeah, Mac's gonna, I think he might pit here. Yeah, he's coming in the pits already.
So it looks like we should be in that pit window.
17 laps remaining.
Yeah, Billy's already a dot in the rearview mirror for those guys.
Yeah, he was working on the gears a little bit, and he was hoping it would work. I'm not sure what his plan is necessary. Like, there's stage 1's a little straightforward, but stage 2 and 3, there's definitely going to be some strategy going on and things like that with fuel and that. So we'll have to keep an eye on. Billy could just be starting that strategy already somehow, you know.
Yeah, he might be pushing. He might not be pushing as hard as those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
If I can get my phone to work, then I can get on the JCR JWell's YouTube and get a lap count. So we'll stand by for that for some reason. My phone is
coming to 14 left. When they cross the stripe here, it should be 14 left.
14 left in stage 1?
Yeah. Stage 1's pretty short. It's only like 30 something, and then the other two are like 78 and 79.
Okay, so they're picking them up and laying them down at a pretty good clip here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may not be the most exciting race to watch tonight, but it'll be a quick one.
Yeah. For sure, yeah. McIntosh's about to be under fire here from the front.
Yeah, they're catching him quick. I think he's already got lapped.
Oh, really? Oh, he pitted. That's right. He did just pit. So, oh, he's just hit the wall again, but should be able to get away for a bit here with the new tires.
Clashing smacked the wall a little. He wanted to make sure it was standing upright.
Well, he's giving it a kiss for good luck. That's what
He was making sure it was structurally good.
Well, you pancake that right side a little bit. You get some good air pushing on that and keep the back end straight.
Typical's down pit road now. Typical's coming down pit road.
Yeah, they are. JWell has got 1 lap left, so yeah, I'd say he's coming too.
Clashing slowed down way early. I don't know if he just ran out.
Nowinski, he's on his way in. Well, it's a really slow pit road speed. I think it's 35. So you gotta really be careful, and it can certainly. I mean, you can certainly get caught with a speeding penalty very easily here, as you got to get that car down to about 35 miles an hour, and if you don't get on, and plus, you know, with the banking on here, with the banking the way that Dover is set, and the banking that they have, was Jacob coming out of pits, but with the banking, when you're coming off of the banking down on the apron, if you're not careful, that sucker will break loose on you. Just, trying to get that car slowed up and getting it onto the banking to get on a pit road. So getting on the pit road here is very tricky. Very, very tricky. And if you're not careful, and I guarantee you, I bet you we will see a pit road penalty tonight and somebody have issue getting on the pit road. I guarantee you, I bet you, I feel it in my gut. I've been to this track so many times, I've seen it so often. You know, I mean, I remember back in the early 90s, back in the 80s, early 90s, going to this track when it was asphalt, and going to the spring race where, it's 80, 90 degrees, 85, 90 degrees, and that sun heats up that asphalt, boy, and you get that whiff of the tires burning on that asphalt and the fuel, oh, boy! Tell you what, if you didn't become a NASCAR fan with going to that kind of race, there's something wrong with you, and you and I just couldn't be friends. That's just the way it was. And now it's all concrete, totally different. Kind of took that feel out of it, but still a real fun track. Monster Mile, very, very particular of a track. The way to get into the corners, getting out of the corners, it's got those little hills, you know. Yeah. Got those little hills. It'll throw that car.
Exiting pit road is a little tricky too, especially if you're on a bit worn tires. It is very tricky coming out. It's like ice coming out of it.
Oh yeah. If you take two, it's very scary to exit that road.
Yeah. Doozy with some front damage. We got Typical. Oh, Typical just clipped the wall a bit. He's got a little bit of front damage.
All right now. JWell, we've gone through the pit cycle.
J-Well's actually pulled away from Clash.
Yeah, he's got a 1.4 second lead on the Clashing right now. And a 6.4 lead over third place of Billy.
Yeah, they are not wasting any time, that's for sure.
Well, actually, it's at 6.3, 6.4, the lead that J-Well has now. And
before stops, Billy was a little dot, and now he's just a speck.
I could see him, honestly, I could see him trying a little bit, testing out some things in this stage, because he's so short. He's got, he's got a second on Lynch, and then 4 seconds on Reckless, so, why not try some things right now and see what you can do.
Well, he's already coming up on Typical to put Typical a lap down. And when I was talking to Clashin today, I was talking to Clashin earlier when he was kind of saying, yeah, be prepared for a boring race here, guys. But, he was saying, as far as pit, they're scared. The only thing he's concerned to throw them off, how dialed in they are here at Dover, is the pitting. Because what he doesn't want to, he knows that if these guys time it right, and pit about 3 laps before the JCR guys do, they can pick up as much as an eighth of a second. But if JCR guys, J-Well and Clash, and what their concern is, and I'd be very, very smart, very, very smart thinking along the line of thinking this is they know they're going to be out front. They know they know how dialed in, especially after the other night in the high side race, as we see J-Well working on Typical to try to get him a lap down.
That was close.
Yeah, got a little wiggly. Typical doesn't want to get that. Typical's going to give him a battle here. I mean, Typical.
Oh yeah, because they only have a few laps left. He wants to stay on that lead lap. I'll guarantee you that.
Right.
He's got guys right in front of him. It's going to put him to. Like,
wow, they're going to go 3 wide.
Jeez.
3 wide into turn 1.
17 got into him a bit. Oh, Typical's slowing.
That was it.
And that was the end of the stage.
All 3 of them guys.
Okay, yes, it was.
For that lead lap.
Yep. Macatek, Nowinski, and Typical.
We got J-Wow, Clash, and Billy, Lynch, and Reckless as the top 5.
Oh, that was.
This is where it really starts to get interesting in these next 2 stages when it comes to. If there's no cautions, there'll be definitely some fuel strategies. Cautions there still might be with cautions depending on where they fall. But with such a small field, there's only 10 in the field tonight, so unless it happens in the first couple laps, I don't know if we'll get any cautions.
Yeah, we're missing a lot of guys tonight. Like Luggy said, like you said, Luggy, it's summertime. It's summertime. People are out. Enjoying, with their families and things like that. So it's expected.
I'm not going outside right now. It's still like 93 degrees. I ain't going out there.
And about 95% humidity.
I don't want to go outside for nothing right now.
I agree with you.
I'm in the AC enjoying a beer.
I am too, my friend. I am too. It's only Wednesday, so there's still 2 more days in a week. As we take the green flag for stage 2, the JCR guys on that front row, Clashing in first on the bottom. Or I'm sorry, J-Wow in first on the back. Macatek slams that wall coming off of turn 2 in mid-pat. War and Typical now working their way under Macatek, as Macatek really has his hands full with that 17 car.
He was having a heck of a first stage there. He was struggling.
Yeah, I like to use my old saying that he kissed the wall for good luck, but he slapped this you-know-what out of it. I wasn't going to go in I wasn't going to go in a swear jar on that one, but oh my.
See, the thing too with J-Wow and Clashing is they're basically the only 2 cars really working together. They're drafting this whole time. A little bit. Like, they're not getting the full draft. This is low, but even still, with 2 cars, it doesn't show up as draft, but you're still getting faster time.
Yeah, if you get a bump in the right spot through the turn, you're actually going to get extra speed from it.
Yep, and I had my first taste of a low draft last night in the Canadian E-Motorsports Network season opener at Daytona. It's Bob Drew and I in that league. Had a good. You had a great run going there, Bob, in the most of the race, man. And I mean, that was my first experience and first taste of a low draft, and it was different. It definitely was different, but I thought it was kind of fun. It really was fun. It's really challenging. Really challenging.
Yeah.
We saw Billy kind of come off a turn 2 and give that wall a kiss for good luck, but this low draft, I mean, it was my first experience in a low draft. Was that yours, Drew? What was your experience? Give us your take on the low draft.
At a track like Daytona, though, it's a little bit better because it's easier to stay attached and keep the draft.
Right.
So, like, the tracks we're coming to it's not going to be as easy to hold on to anybody.
Right.
It's real difficult. You gotta have people around you that are going to work with you. If you're 2 cars, 3 cars, and somebody decides they want to be racy from the 3rd spot in that lane, it just kills y'all's momentum, and you'll just lose more time on the guys ahead of you.
I'm kind of seeing that exact scenario happen here as the JCR guys running 1-2 nose to tail, starting to take off a little bit as Billy in 3rd, Reckless in 4th, Lynch in 5th, and Typical there in 6th as Typical and Lynch.
They have 4 lined up. They can, if they work together, they can make this happen.
Right, but just like you said, those guys, Lynch and Typical, were starting to get a little racy, and just took that air, what air there is, took that air off that low draft, and really put really pulled the reins, so to speak, on the whole group, and allowed the JCR guys to really pull away. You see the interval there between 2nd place Clashin and 3rd place Billy. So you're absolutely right, Drew.
With those JCR cars up there, their best bet is to try to get back to them and just try to eat them up and get them in some dirty air, because the car handles so much different in dirty air here.
Yeah,
I'd like to see those 4 right there hook up and actually get some real draft and see what they can do.
We'll see.
They can do it.
As Typical now just made the pass and got around Lynch.
We just lost Luggy.
Yeah, Luggy is he's gonna take the night off tonight.
All right. Well, this was just for Lug.
On the cars that are trying to keep pace, I'm noticing they're getting wiggly out of the turn, as in they're going to the wall and then coming down a little bit, as if they're getting a little loose. And those front guys they're tucked in.
Yeah, and that little loose each time kills that draft you're trying to make.
And I think that's all, I'm pretty sure that's all front end setup. That's how you get that front end setup, keep the car pointed down. I've also learned I've raised my ride height on the rear of most of my cars lately, and it is a tremendous difference in handling.
Yeah, get that spoiler up in the air a little more.
It's amazing. I was always running, flat, 4.0 on every end, and then I raised that back end up a little bit. And it was like, oh, there you go. Get some air in the back end.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luggy.
Yeah, certain tracks that could definitely help. I think on longer straightaway tracks it kind of hurts because of the drag it creates, but tracks like this it could definitely help.
Yes, a track like this would be good. I actually do it at Auto Club, and it works pretty good.
Yeah, as with Luggy, he's going to take the night off. My heart is going out to Luggy. His sad news for Lugnut this past week. His best friend passed away this past week, and
oh man,
he's going through a tough time. So he's just going to take it easy and take the night off. And speaking of just taking the night off, Typical in the 4 car just took it to the garage
Yeah, yeah. Happened. He took it to the garage the other night too, but it was a lot later in the race.
He just disappeared right off of the screen, so he must have blown that number 4 Ford Mustang right up, which sucks. As Nowinski in the 88 slow on the backstretch.
Just came off the pits. Just came out of pit.
He's not up to speed. I'm not sure if he had, like you said, man, coming out of pit road is very tricky.
Yeah. And it's very short runaround. Like, you don't have that backstretch to get on. There's a wall there. Like, you're up on the track basically in the exit of the turn.
Yep.
Checking in with War, who's back in action tonight in the FTR A League boys here tonight. And that 42 car. Great to see War, man. Real good friend. He's taught me so much. He's taught me so much. I'm so grateful for him. Him and Billy too, man. Him, Billy, Heavy, Clashing, J-Well. These guys have taught me so much. All these guys, and just great to see him back, Great to see him back.
We want to say real quick back on Lug, just quickly, Lug, I want you to know, we're thinking of your best wishes to you and to your family and everyone, and to your friends, family, everyone. We're thinking of you.
Yeah.
Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah. It's life happens. At the end of the day, this is a video game, but guys, we've gotten to know each other and become really good friends, and kind of, have our own family here online, so to speak.
Sure.
And
I don't have a very large social life, and I consider everybody I race with brothers and close friends.
Absolutely.
Communicate
for sure.
at least once a week, and I don't even talk to some of my family once a week. You know what I mean?
I don't.
I hang out with people on here more than anyone in my life.
I do the same. I mean, I'm a homebody. I mean, I'm a down home country boy and a family guy. It's me and my family, and family take care of family type deal. I go to work, I come home, and I'm now part of 3 different leagues, so.
Yeah.
I'm
it's busy.
Testing and practicing and dialing a car for one of them.
That's why you gotta love. That's the main thing I love about this game, and then leagues and groups like this is you do become very close. And, very personal with each other.
No, absolutely.
All day long today, I'm getting messages through Facebook, through Discord, through the PlayStation chat. Like. Non-stop.
I mean, you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe. It was actually, it almost kind of was really, really touching, actually, when I finally won my first race last week, the Hammer Down Truck Series on Saturday night, and you wouldn't believe the number of people that were messaging me on Facebook, leaving messages, this, that, and the other, congratulating me. I mean, people I had never even met. So it was, it was really, really, kind of a heartfelt, a little bit, being just a family type of, it just becomes family, like you guys said, man. I mean, we spend more time on here with each other than we do with our real families a lot of the times.
Yeah. Yeah, and anytime I've ever won one, I get all kinds of support. Get messages are crazy and that. It's
we
really
got
cool.
Reckless on pit road. He's going to be the first one to dive in.
And here comes
and I'm the same, Shady. Like, I go to work, I come home, I either work around the house or I get on this game or something, to hang out.
And that's it. On the weekends, is a time where I got to work on the property outside, on the yard, in the woods, in the field, and
Me too. I'm in the middle of renovating my house. My house is pretty much gutted right now. So there's tons to do, but racing just gets in the way a lot.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
As back to the racing, as we have green flag pit stops now going on.
We got J-Wild down there. Sorry.
I'm not sure, but I think Mac Attack might have just sped in. He was real close to the block and pushing hard. He might be all right.
Billy down pit road. War Heavy.
52 laps in this stage. They're going to have to go basically the whole tank here.
And I'll tell you what, guys, this could get a little shaken up here a little bit because J-Well pitted a lap before, Clash and pitted a lap before J-Well. So those guys are not nose to tail like they have been.
Does anybody see Heavy Duty parked on pit road sideways?
No, Heavy Duty's still racing. He's just getting his tires right now. They're just about done. He's coming
weird.
off now, or just exiting the stall.
Yeah.
He was parked on the outside of the pit road wall.
Yeah.
Like,
It happens.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, Glitch is kind of like that. Yeah.
Before. That was weird.
Mm. Yeah, those two were pitting one lap separate the other night as well. I think Clashin has there was something where I think he had to pit one earlier than J-Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they were planning that exactly or if it was just the difference in the car. But same thing, he ended up the other night, he came out in front of J-Wow, and then them two battled it out.
Well, you got to think J-Wow can save a little bit more being behind Flash and Flash can't be in the lead.
These two, I haven't seen these two apart for more than a minute since
I haven't seen these
Monday
guys
and
apart
tonight.
Since the week before Monday.
Yeah. They're definitely they definitely work well together. There's no doubt. Like they've put some distance already in this first run. I don't even see any other cars behind them. Oh, one just came into the picture at the last second.
Yeah, they're miles back right now. It's really
they're catching someone here too. Who is that? That is that 88, I think they're going to be catching soon. Who's the 88? Is that?
Yeah, these guys are going to have to start thinking up a plan for stage 3 to get these guys separated at least, or something, you know.
Yeah, they got to do something right at the beginning.
You got to nail your setup, your adjustment perfect.
Yeah, they got I find about 3-4 laps to disrupt that group. Otherwise, if they don't get it in those few laps, they're gone.
Yep.
Linsky's struggling a bit down the backstretch. They are catching them quick.
They almost had it together in this beginning of the stage. I mean, they almost stayed in a good group. They could have caught them.
Yeah.
I didn't catch why they broke up from the group.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Typical's already asking what track is Friday.
And let's see here. I think I got a good message.
I think we got a hit from Nowinski coming up, unless he just got loose.
Oh yeah, I got good old friend Niner Dan just messaged me and just let our fans know that he's hosting a powder puff race this Sunday at 5 p.m. at Michigan. 50% length, stages, strict yellows.
Oh.
Anyone's wife, girlfriend, or sister, mom, whoever is a chick can race. $50 to the winner. Message Niner_Dan on the PSN network.
That was Saturday or Sunday?
This coming Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern at the Michigan racetrack.
Can I just have my daughter in my lap? Can I do the pedals?
As long as she's either steering or hitting the gas, right?
Hey, message him. If, you know, I mean, if she's steering, she's technically driving. So I don't know, you know, but yeah, it's the Niner Dan Powder Puff race this Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern, and Michigan, a 50% length race. Stages and strict yellows, it says. So that could be, strict yellows. Yeah, you
it could be a long race or a short race.
Yeah, it could be. You scrape that.
I think it'll be really fast.
Yeah,
you sure.
strict cautions. You just scrape the wall and it's caution.
Yeah, and it's interesting he's doing that because it's Father's Day, I believe, and so I guess he's giving a little back to the girls for that.
Right. Well, I guess $50 to the winner. $50, cold hard cash, right out of Niner Dan's pockets. So. Check in. Yeah, Niner.
Some people will have a great Father's Day.
Yep, that's Niner_Dan on the PSN network or PSN app or both.
And I believe the N and the D are capitalized. I believe.
Yes. Yeah. Well, when you search, when you put it in a search, It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Does it not matter? Okay. Yeah, it's true. If you search, it'll bring up a list of all the similar ones, right?
Yeah. But hey, $50. $50.
Not bad.
I mean that. Yeah, that'll get you what? A quarter tank of gas?
Right?
Yeah, just about. If you're lucky, if you get it on a good day.
Focus, $20 gets me a quarter tank.
Oh man, my van for work, it costs me a couple $100 right now, Philip.
You know, yeah, like you said, it's Father's Day, so like he was kind of saying, like Niner Dan, kind of let our wives, girlfriends, fiancés, our significant other.
I don't got none of those.
Well, neither do I. Neither do I.
Not anymore for me.
Not anymore for me. Not anymore for me, sadly, unfortunately. But
maybe I could just put on a wig and talk like a chick. I'll be able to make it.
Oh, hey, you know.
There you go.
I mean, hey, it is Pride Month, so...
Yeah, there you go. Hey, you can identify as however you'd like, right? Like, who's anyone else to judge?
Yeah,
oh, don't discriminate on the screen. Come on.
No, gosh,
no,
absolutely not. No, I'm just saying that, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, you know, in this day and age, I mean, there's, you know, the whole transgender and everything else, you know, hey, that's your prerogative, you know, have at it. God bless.
I think I could identify as a girl that win $50. I mean,
yeah. I was gonna say also, maybe we should steer away from this.
Everything's pretty expensive right now.
Everything is expensive, man.
Whatever you can do to get that $50, eh? Damn right.
I mean, I'm fortunate where I literally live. Or I literally work or live 2 minutes apart. You know, I mean, my work is literally 2 minutes driving time. It takes me 7 minutes to walk from my work to my house. So, I mean, I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate that. So, I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, I used to.
Yeah.
Did we lose heavy?
What happened to him now? He hit the curve. No, he does spin, and then he takes him to the garage. I'm just looking to see what happened to him here.
Oh, well, get this.
There you go, off of 4. He got a little loose, spun it up into the wall. Yeah, he's got major damage.
I got your answer here, Bob. I got your answer from Niner Dan. He said, Bob can race as a girl with a wig as long as you live stream with a camera.
Yeah.
Where and you wear.
I think I won't do this.
And you wear the bright red lipstick with the wig so they can all see.
I got me a lipstick.
and you can be
gotta do it up right. If you're
you can be the pace car driver. How about that? There you go. There you go.
Wait a second. Do I still get $50?
You get to race.
Dude, I would almost pay $50 just to see that on the TV.
I know.
No.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a little fun going for him to do that. We'll get a little fun.
Oh man, there's something seriously wrong with us. Let's get back to this race. We got off track.
I was gonna say, maybe mention Cripple because maybe he get his wife to race. His wife races sometimes with us, goofing around.
Hey, it might not be the most exciting race on track, but we're having a blast out here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got a nice cold beverage in my hand and just sitting back. I'm pretty tired, so I'm glad I'm not driving this race right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, me as well. I'm sitting back with my ice cold Coca-Cola, and I would say it's an ice cold Coca-Cola. And it's been a long week. It's been hot and humid. I work at a marina, so I'm outside all day and don't get any air conditioning. So.
Yeah, sorry, what were you saying? You work 2 minutes from your house? What were you saying about that?
Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes from my house. I live on the water. I live on the Chesapeake Bay, over here on the East Coast and just south of Annapolis, Maryland, down in the country, right on the Chesapeake Bay. So, I live right there. So as we see a battle here, J-Well and Clash.
The leaders are actually getting racy now.
Yeah,
they're clipped the wall a bit there
it's because Clash had to pit. He had to put some pressure on him because he knows. He had to put pressure on him because he knows he can stretch that next lap.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say too. I raced a little bit. I raced one quick little run with Billy, and then a couple with some buddies, and I couldn't get through half a lap without almost falling asleep. Like it was struggling to drive the rest of the fuel run.
Yeah.
And that's not a good feeling when you're trying to turn and your like eyes are shutting you. Like that feeling.
No.
It's just so much tiredness.
No.
It's like, get me out of this car. How many laps are left?
Yeah. And I wouldn't be. I mean, for me, I'm kind of exhausted because I mean, last night. When Bob Drew and I were in the Canadian E-Motorsports Network opening race at Daytona, I mean, I have been so anxious and excited and jacked up and amped for that race all week, and especially yesterday, that after the race, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I was exhausted. Oh yeah,
just once it's all done, it all collects. All the adrenaline's gone.
I was
hits you.
Not exhausted. I was awake, but I was just devastated.
Well, yeah. I mean, for your end, I mean, you were running top 5 all night long, and so what exactly happened? The computer. You clicked the button to pit, and it didn't.
It was the beginning of stage 3. I put in all my adjustments, and then I hit pit, and it said that I didn't pit, and it put me out in front of the field.
Oh.
So I had to pull down and get out of the way, and then I had to come to pit road.
That sucks.
Oh man.
It was rough. Top 5 all night. I mean, just perfect race for me, and then I finished 22nd.
I had a push race at Daytona last night. It didn't go my way at all either. It was a frustrating race.
It's never. This game's never done that to me before because I had 16 seconds to go and I confirmed my pit stop. It was still counting down at 16 when I clicked it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But whenever we popped back on the track, I was like, oh shit, I'm in first.
Yeah. It's like, oh no. Either I had a great pit stop or I didn't pit.
It's all good. That's Daytona.
Yeah.
I had a good points night though, Shady. I did pretty decent with the points, finishing where I did in them stages. So.
Yeah, I did see that the point standings and looked that up. So you're right there, and we're gonna have a blast in Auto Club, you know, next Tuesday night. So you know, that's a good track for both of us, and you know, we're right there, man. We're right. We had the. I mean, you definitely didn't have the start that you wanted, but hey, it could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Daytona could be great or could be really bad.
Yeah.
Those stages helped me a lot.
Yeah, me too. Plus me, I mean, trust me, I went going, you know, got punted airborne so high that I think NASA picked me up on their radar computer.
You know, drive by the space.
Well, but it worked. But it was perfect timing because it was after the point to where when I came in and pitted, I didn't need to get tires, just fixed damage and filled up with fuel, and that was my pit stop for the race for the stage 2, and I didn't have to pit, so everybody still had to pit. So even though I was a lap down, I was good till the end of the stage. So when everybody ended up pitting towards the end of the stage, I got my lap back, and stage 3 I was set to roll. So it happened at a perfect time when it did happen.
Clashing's a mile ahead of.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know what happened there.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to me last night
too
at Daytona. My right front just was disintegrating on our first run, and I had to pit like 4 laps earlier than everyone. And for some reason, it was fine the rest of the night, but that first run, it was cooked. I was watching it through the turns go like 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. Like, no.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what my fuel gauge does when I drive to work and back.
Yeah, $10, $20,
I
$30.
started and it says 48 miles till empty, and then I go half a mile and it says another 43. I'm like, wait a second, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I have to switch into the low gear on it. J-Wow is gaining quick back on Clashing though. He's picked up 7 tenths since we mentioned it.
I think he pitted a couple laps later.
Yeah, I think there's a couple laps difference there that they pitted. They're definitely not on the same pit timing.
I think that J-Wow does. I think the other night.
Stop?
I think the other night he was getting an extra lap too. Yeah, they do have one more stop to me, I believe.
Yeah.
Riding with I'm riding with Billy right now, and Billy is right up and caught right up to Lynch. I think Lynch got in a little early, you know, did a short pit on Billy. Was able to get out front, but Billy is right on his bumper, practically in his back seat.
They got 50. I think they actually can make it on this stop here.
Yeah, I'm
pretty sure they can.
They have 14 laps to go, so they should be able to make it, as JWoww is closing on Clashin and closing fast.
Rapidly, yeah.
And he's there now, and
we'll
there
see
he
the
goes
ones
to the
that were
inside.
able to. We'll see the ones that were able to save that extra bit of fuel. They had to go 52 laps, so you did have to save a couple laps of fuel on your run, and you know, to get there. Otherwise, you would be about 1, 2, 3 laps short, and you got to pit before 2 laps left to avoid the penalty.
And
JWoww, I think they're definitely gonna have to pit again.
Yeah, and it's gonna be close. They've got 13 laps.
They have a pit rule here, don't they?
They did pit twice though already.
Yeah, mandatory number of pits.
Yeah, but I think it's on Monday. I think it was 1-1-2.
1-1-2, but so they pitted the once. So I mean, they've completed the mandatory number of pit stops.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, green flag.
I think I'm pretty sure the last 2 are both 2 because there's 78 and 79 laps. They have to pit at least twice anyway.
Yeah.
They would have pitted. They pitted with 52 to go, and then they pitted I think around 27 to go. 26 to go, something like that.
I gotta switch on over to my stream real quick because I was rushing so fast that I've made the full screen view tonight, so I don't have it to where you can see the comments up there. So let me switch on over.
I did notice that. I'm actually I lost heavy duty, so I've been on your stream since then.
Oh, there we go. So here we go. Let's see here.
JWoww already passed and a second, 0.2 in front of Clashin now.
Yeah, he gained a lot of speed off
Oh yeah, he's gone. Billy got probably Lynch.
Good friend Niner Dan, you know, mentions we are definitely a dysfunctional family, but we will always support each other and defend each other when needed. Except we will not defend Bob Drew. Bob, what did you do to piss off Niner Dan?
Who knows anymore, man? I don't ask questions.
I was gonna say too, we put the fun in dysfunctional.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do, and especially when with Lugnut, you know, good buddy Lug. Talk about he's my best friend, one of my best friends on here. God love that man. Yeah, so we will be back. We'll be back full bore next week. Where are we at next week? Do you have any idea where we at?
Talladega.
Talladega? No kidding.
Talladega.
Yeah, my #1 favorite track of all time.
Yeah, mine too. I love Talladega.
Where I got my first win last Saturday night, by the way, is Talladega. It made it super sweet to get my first win at my most favorite track, Talladega. My most favorite track.
You were hyped. You were hyped about that one.
Yeah, I was. Yes, I was.
That was fun.
Yes, I love that. That's my #1 track, even over Dover, which is my #2 track where we're at tonight. So we're going to be at my 2 favorite tracks back to back here at the FTR A League. So, oh man, I'm really hyped for that.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
That'll be an interesting race for sure. Like Talladega, I love Talladega. I've driven so much Talladega, I can't even count the races I've been in. I love it.
Oh man,
that's where I learned this game a lot. When I first joined this game, was playing pubs on Daytona and Talladega.
Yeah.
Played a lot.
Yeah, that's where you get it. You know, to feel that wheel and learn and hold.
A lot of people get their feet wet on Talladega.
I think I just got up to crazy numbers. 305 or 6 wins the other day I got to. Just at Dega. I love that place.
Oh, Reckless Racer. Is Reckless Racer in the pits, or did he... I think he's in the pits. Holding on Reckless now. Nope, here he comes out now.
Yeah,
I think he got a penalty. I think there's the pit road penalty I was telling you about.
Oh, that could have been,
Yeah.
See, I love Daytona too, but Talladega is definitely better. Like I got over 100 now wins out there too, but Talladega is just so much fun to drive. There's so many lanes you can do. There's so many moves you can make. Like you could be way in the back and get right to the front. Talladega is great. There's a lot of passing opportunity if you can get the right people with you.
Yeah, because it's those wide sweeping turns. I mean, it's just so much room to, you know, just you know, one of the funnest tracks. I mean, personally, my most fun track, of course, but like just like you said, I mean, you can do whatever you want on that track, wherever you want. I mean, it's just a blast.
Like Daytona's not bad for it. Like there's definitely room. Like so you can tell just the difference how much more I raced Talladega. Like to go like I got like 305 state wins in Talladega, but only like 105 in Daytona. It's just the difference in the amount of time racing Talladega. I just love it. Like I think
Daytona is where, you know, Daytona just has tighter turns getting into.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's tighter getting into the turns, and I mean that's where, you know, when I first joined FTR, my very first league. Very green, very inexperienced. I had no business joining the league.
No, that's stage 2.
Yeah, we just came to stage 2 as JWoww pulls out stage 2, Clashing in second, Billy third, Lynch fourth, and look at that, War gets a fifth. There we go.
There we go.
Good job, War. I had it on War. I was checking in on with War. Yeah, he did. He got that top 5 for stage 2. All right. That's good to see.
What were you saying there, Shane? You were very green when you first started at Daytona night?
Oh, yeah, I was very green.
Me too.
I had no business joining a league yet. None whatsoever. And War and Billy spent many hours and many laps on Daytona teaching me how to hold the line and to take those turns. And, I mean, they boxed me in. One was in front of me, one was on the side of me. And the object was to get around the track without touching either one of them. And that's what taught me how to hold a line. And that's one reason why I'm so good at the plate tracks. And I mean, everybody is probably, well, a lot of people hate this place. Some people will say that they hate them and they're no good at them, but most people will say that's their best type of track. But for me, it's true. I mean, that's where I am really, really good at, is because of what I was taught and learning, you know, the draft, the momentum, and not just that, but to anticipate the momentum of the guys behind you and the runs that they get, and the outside line, the inside line.
Yeah, he did.
And he did, coming off of turn 4, let Lynch come right on up to him.
Man, he was on their butt, too.
He was. And he was pushing so hard to keep up, and pushed a little too hard, I think.
Yeah,
but he's right there. He's not too far. He's right up behind. So if Lynch right there in 4th, he's having a great run. Lynch right there in 4th. If he and McIntyre can get up there and get some air pushed into Billy's car and maybe get back up there with those 2 JCR guys. But Billy's doing everything he can to make sure that they don't walk away from him this time.
Yeah, I know the distance he's at. He's maybe getting a sniff of their draft.
Yeah. And riding with Lynch now in 4th place, you can see the intervals and how close they all are. I mean, Lynch is right there. He's not too far off either. He's kind of sniffing Billy's draft. Billy's kind of fallen off a tiny bit from Clashing's rear bumper, but it's kind of like he kind of pulls up in turn 1 and kind of loses in turn 3.
He might have caught a little bit of damage there. I think he got a bit of damage when he put the ball in. Just a little bit, but it might be, that might just be enough to let these 2 get away.
Lynch got just a little loose coming off of turn 4 as he's now more into Billy's draft. Billy getting loose in the middle of turn 1 and 2 there. Oh, Lynch brushed the wall. He kissed the wall there.
See, just like you say too, with Daytona, Talladega, everyone's so used to it because you get so much experience. It's a common track to run, especially in pubs. Right. But then you come to tracks like Dover and that, where a lot of people don't. They barely run them, right. And it's a totally different story. Like the big thing with Daytona and Talladega is, again, like everyone has so much experience. Just because most people, when they get on the game, I'd say hop into those lobbies because they're the most abundant.
Right.
And
right. But
so
I mean, in the league,
I had to race WWT the other week, and that was like, I couldn't tell you the last time I was at that track.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
see,
I forgot
that's the
this
thing.
was even a track.
Yeah, I mean that's
tracks.
I mean, that's kind of like Darlington, you know. I mean, there's.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
one. Yeah.
WWT is just Darlington only flatter.
Yep.
You know, but yeah, you're exactly right there, Bob. That it's tracks that aren't normally run, but. So and like you were saying there, and kind of that, mostly, you start out, that's where you're learning on those places. So that's where you have most of the experience. But when you get in a league, these competitive leagues like FTR and Canadian E-Motorsports and Hammer Down, I tell you, I mean, it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
A different ball game. Yeah. I mean.
Definitely.
Being in that draft of 28 cars, man, and when you kind of check, people are kind of checking up. They're not checking up so much as you get so much momentum that you have to let off that throttle. Yeah. And it's an accordion effect.
And then too, with the Daytonas and Talladegas, there's so many of those lobbies, but there's you can find at any time 10 of the lobbies, but a lot of times there's only maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Mm-hmm. And you're basically full throttle, so there's not a whole lot of any of that stuff. There's not too many
You're
cars.
Not learning that. You're not learning.
You're not lifting and getting back in the gas.
Right.
So then you come to one of these tracks, and all of a sudden you got to lift, you got to work the turn and get back in the gas every time. And it's especially in the league when everyone else has already been doing it, and you're your first time at the track. They've already got setups and experience there. It is a totally different ballgame.
Totally different. Absolutely, completely different.
Yeah, especially a place like Dover, like I said, Darlington, WWT there. New Hampshire can be tough too, similar track.
I love New Hampshire. New Hampshire, I love that. I love it. As long as you don't hit that, as long as there's that spot, that break in the pavement in between lane 1 and lane 2 on a dotted line, where it's like it's a crack. It's a crack in the pavement. If you hit that crack in that pavement, on that stripe, in the turns between lane 1 and 2, going around the turns, that's what'll break you loose. Hitting that crack. If you can stay off of that crack, you get that setup right. You're good. You're good. But you hit that crack just once, the back end will come right around before you even know it. That's what makes New Hampshire tough. That's why people have a lot of trouble with New Hampshire, and they don't realize it's that crack in that pavement between lanes 1 and 2, and that's what it is.
See, same with a lot of people hate Miami Homestead and in Pocono. No one ever wants to race them, so you never see those in public lobbies. You never get really a chance to practice them just randomly in that.
Bub, you just named 2 more of my favorites.
Yeah, I love both those tracks.
I love both of them, Homestead and Pocono. They're both 2 of my right in my wheelhouse.
Well, it's always good to love the tracks that everyone hates. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, and speaking of love to hate, everybody loves to hate these JCR boys as they've kind of checked out now from Billy in 3rd, riding with Lynch. Lynch is right on Billy now.
Yeah,
and
try to watch, see if they seem to like they're pretty content to stay in line there, those 2, and maybe try to get some air and push up there.
They're holding better than they did last run.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, there's not near the gap already. Only a couple seconds, I think. I'd love to see if Billy's karting clipping in getting in that little bit of damage. How they'd be doing. It's just a touch of it.
Lynch has a strong car. I think if Lynch wanted to pass Billy, he could. He's got a really good car.
Yeah, he probably could. I think if anything, their best bet is though to stay together. And
yeah, for sure. You definitely don't want to
that's
lose
their only
money.
hope. Got 8 laps left in the tank. We're getting close to fuel. Pit stops here.
Yeah, You
Those are all looking pretty good.
There's a lot of racing left, so anything can happen.
Oh yeah.
But it's kind of a shame that we have a small field and not as many cars. And you put more cars on this track and more obstacles, especially when you're talking about lap cars. That can have made it more interesting for these JCR guys, because it's kind of more obstacles in their way a little bit, at more chances of something can happen.
Yeah, that's the thing with so little cars. I'd be shocked to see a caution, because there's just not really enough cars in any given area to create one, really. There's just two, and two.
Yeah.
None of these guys are making any major mistakes.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if a caution ever came out.
Well, with Clashin and JWoww, I mean, they're pro league guys, okay? They're pro leaguers. So in order to keep up with them, and especially in order to beat them, you have to be flawless, absolutely flawless, because they are. 9 times out of 10, they are. And I mean, that's the experience and just how good that they are. I mean, that's the competition that's here in this league. Is these two guys in particular are pro league guys. I mean, this league has had pro league guys as Mike RPM, Slade, It's Your Bro Chase. All those guys are pro league guys. So if you want to battle them, if you're going to want to battle them and beat them, you have to be absolutely flawlessly perfect. Because if you don't, they will be.
Yeah, it's so far between the other night and what I've seen so far. They haven't made anything significant of any kind of mistake. Maybe the odd little slip, but
yeah.
It's pretty much like watching the same race.
Yeah, they're just cruising.
This is working out the exact same way.
Like, I'm pretty sure Lynch was running fourth in that race too.
I mean, as a matter of fact, I think JWoww just threw his cigarette out the window, and Clashin just threw his Budweiser out the window.
Yeah. Billy and Lynch are coming in right now,
and so is Clashin.
We'll see here. Keep it on Billy. We'll see if Lynch gets out first, and let's kind of see how much damage maybe Billy would have caught there. Maybe a second or two.
Okay.
I don't know if that would have registered. I don't feel like he hit that hard, but he may have.
Yeah, I can see him maybe giving one or two. He does have a little bit of damage showing on the hood. Just a tiny, little, not even a wrinkle, just some dust kind of.
Yeah, like a dent.
Yeah. Just enough to maybe kill that top speed that he would be looking for. Yeah. We'll see here. They're going in their stalls.
That's like a 1 second repair.
Yeah, that's all I would think. Maybe just a one. But we'll see if Lynch comes out beside him or in front of him. We'll be able to tell.
Well, we're going to see here in a second as they're going to take off 4 tires here. As we're on to them, as now here comes JWoww coming down. Clashin's out, and they came out at the same time. So
pretty much. It might have been a hair of one, but
yeah. I mean, if there was any repair, I don't know if they did it.
I'm betting it's slight enough that he ain't worried about it.
Yeah, it may be so little it doesn't even bother fixing as long as the car's handling fine. Because if you see his hood, it is just a hair. Like I don't even see a wrinkle. I just see a couple spots kind of on it.
Yeah, it's like somebody hit it with their car door and dented it.
Yeah.
JWoww went in.
Getting rough, and they bumped into it.
JWoww went in first and came out first, only to be passed on the backstretch by Clashin.
Clashin just rocketed by him.
He was up to full speed as JWoww was just getting up to speed, but JWoww is going to run him down. Clashin pitted the 1 lap sooner, as we now have 50 laps left to go.
To me, too, it looks like Billy is driving the wheels off of that car right now. Like,
yeah, he is.
It is.
He is giving it everything it's got right now.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it at least.
Yeah.
It looks like
he's in the front. They're just on rails. They're not getting any type of loose out of the turn. Doesn't even look like they're pushing.
And Billy has pulled away from Lynch. They came out.
Oh, Billy into the wall again there. Oh, he was getting a little wiggly, and he kissed it again.
And that's going to allow Lynch to pull up on him.
Yeah. He was taking off on Lynch, too. Oh, let's do that. That's what I mean. Like, he was driving it for everything it had right there. It looked like it, at least it appeared on the screen that way.
J-Wow just put down 22.5 getting around here. So that's pretty daggone quick. That's pretty.
He's flying.
Yeah,
especially a few laps
quick.
into the run.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking quick with his tires still at 95%.
Yeah. Here's some random. Billy is 4 seconds back from repair there, and then you got Lynch right behind, and McIntyre 11.4 back. And J-Wow is right on clashing right now. I'm gonna switch over to that.
Yeah, it's his race to lose at this point.
Yep, absolutely.
I spoke with Clashing the other night about the Monday race, and they're both fast. Clashing kind of said that J-Wow's a bit more of a natural here. Because I was saying to Clash, I'm like, it's your turn on Wednesday. You got to go get this dub on Wednesday. And it's like, yeah, J-Wow's a little bit more of a natural here.
J-Wow also going for that my championship pick for this season, and he's making the most of it tonight. You know, winning the first two stages, and on his way to a win here if he can. If everything goes as the last 2.5 stages have went.
Yeah. But stuff like Clashing's fast, and for him to say that there's someone that's beating him and it's just better, and Clashing's fast.
Well, Clashing's, he is. He absolutely is. But
so
he's straight up honest, he'll tell you.
J-Wow really is too.
Yeah,
he's distracted, at least.
Right. He's straight up and honest, and he'll tell you. I mean, he'll tell you straight up. He'll say, yeah, you know, J-Well's better at this track than I am, or you know, early in the season, their other teammate, JCR Titans, was in the A League, and you know, so between all of them, you know, they're good friends between all of them, and they'll tell you who's better than who at what track.
Oh, it shows you too. There's always, no matter how fast you are, or big you are, whatever. There's always someone faster or bigger, right? There's stuff to be on
just
top of
walking
everything.
the dog now. He's pulling all sorts of time on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a really smooth line. I'm watching it from his hood here, and very smooth around the corners. J-Wow smooth. Baby smooth. Yeah, he's running a really nice line. Reckless. Is Reckless out here running decent line all by himself. There's a bunch of cars, I think. Other than, oh, well, here we go. Mac Attack and the 42 together here.
As soon as I sent the message, he did it. I've been on J-Wow's stream, and for the past little while, he didn't have the leaderboard up, and as soon as I sent him a message on the PlayStation so it popped up on his screen, and as soon as I sent it, I looked down and he had changed it. You sucker. You dog.
Yeah, they've gained another couple seconds on Billy and Lynch. Attack's still in that top 5. Lewinsky coming out of the pits right now. So I think we should be pretty close to everyone pitting here. So, oh no, we got about another 10, 12 laps.
10 laps, yeah.
It's tough to keep track of it with such a 27 laps to the run. It seems so long. Sometimes you think that it feels like you should be ready to pit, and you still got another 10 laps, 12 laps to go. Especially if the car's not handling right. You think it's time to go, and you got another 12 to go. It's like, no.
Oh man, it makes for a long green flag run. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Yeah, if your car's off here,
corner.
it's a nightmare the whole time. Like, if your car's a bit loose, every corner is a struggle to get through, and it just keeps compounding to the next one, and it never gets any better.
No, I mean, at some tracks, you know, it will tighten up on you, but usually it'll get looser on you.
Yeah.
As
And
that
if
fuel
you're
burns
already
off.
loose, every lap it just gets worse, and then you're slowing down the strooms or going in at different speeds, and it's making it turn and get loose even more. Like, it turns so much, then you overcorrect, and then it's loose. And
And you say, if I could just get to the window and short pit this time.
Yeah.
And then it almost like, it's almost, you know, never fails that as soon as you get to the brink of that pit window, that's when you're going to lose it and break it.
Yeah.
At least that's
it's getting right to the end. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough late in that run when you're out of control for the last 10 laps already.
Yeah.
Start clipping a bit of damage too, and that makes it even harder. You get tight turning in, and then oversteer and get loose as heck on exit.
Well, let's ride around on the hood of Jay Wow's car. Let's see how he gets around this place real quick. Let's ride around. Let's ride with Jay Wow. See how he gets around so well here as he crosses his start break. Lets off.
Pen and paper out and take some notes for sure.
He only lets off for just a brief moment, then he's back in full throttle around the corner. Oh, we got a wreck in turn 3.
Oh, wow.
Nowinski and Reckless.
Oh, and another hit where we see a caution.
Nowinski and Reckless got together.
Reckless is just gonna. I don't think we're gonna get a caution.
No, the caution is not out.
Reckless is going in the pits here.
Yeah, it happened right there at turn 3. So he's gonna. Nowinski also in the pits to fix up damage.
I thought I saw him. Oh no.
That could have been catastrophic for J-Well because they were sideways. One was up on the top of the racetrack, the other was on the bottom of the racetrack, and J-Well was able to basically split the upright, so to speak.
Yeah, I think Nowinski had just pitted a couple laps before that, and so maybe he was a bit slow or something. I thought I saw him exiting the pits just a few laps ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nowinski's down low. Oh, that already happened down there.
Billy, and here comes Lynch underneath the Billy for third. Lynch makes the pass this time on Billy. Lynch says, hey, let me take the lead for a little while there, bub.
Yeah, Lynch has been moving here.
He's having a great race, man. When I talked to him earlier today, I told you, man, he was really excited about this 3-car tonight. Now he was almost that confident. It was like a dark horse type pick.
Yeah,
so
we slept on that one.
Luggy's dark horse, you know.
Actually, yeah, that's right. Lug did switch over and go back to Lynch. Yeah,
here it comes now. As soon as he makes it, now he's going to come in to make his pit stop. So he's definitely short pitting here to try to make up some ground as he's pitting now with clashing on down pit road. So we are right there in that fuel window. J-Well's got another 2 laps to the tank. 1 lap now. Tires are definitely not an issue here on the concrete.
Just trying to go back there and see what exactly that accident, what happened. I think it might be on this next lap.
Here comes J-Well down pit road to make his pit. As he gets it slowed up to 35 miles an hour. Yes, he does.
Clashin's already came in, correct?
Yeah, Clashin has just come in and he is out now. Billy in his pit stall.
It should cycle out just like it did last time.
Mac Attack in his pit stall. Mac Attack up to 5th position. War was in 6th, or I'm sorry, I think Reckless was in 6th. War in 7th, and Nowinski in 8th. As Typical and Heavy Duty have both had to take their cars to the garage earlier tonight. As
Looked like
Billy
had pretty easy time getting through that little scuffle. Looked like Linsky and Reckless were pretty low by the time he went by. Maybe it was clashing that might have had to do with him a bit more.
Lynch got out in front of Billy.
Yeah, I was right on Billy, and
he'll be third.
Yep, and Billy pitting a lap later than Lynch. But we've kind of seen this almost all night. Lynch was get out in the front, out of the pits, and Billy would quickly run him down and pass him, within a few laps. But Lynch may have made a few adjustments as Billy's not really pulling him in as fast as he was.
See, they might be. They got 26 laps, I think, basically left. Well, might be like 24 now, but they got to stretch that tank pretty good. So could be some strategy with Billy, maybe saving a bit here at first, and then trying to go a little more at the end.
Well, right now, Clashin being recorded as the leader. He's got a 6/10 of a 7/10 on JWoww in second. And JWoww will probably reel him in here in another lap or two, as it's
taken him about 5 laps last time, 5-6 laps last time to get to him.
And we've got 22 laps to go. We'll have 21 laps to go this next time by, so we'll have to make one more pit stop, right, guys?
No, this is it. That's it.
That was it?
That's it. Unless they can't make it.
That's what I said. There's 21.
Sure these two can make it.
There's 21 laps left. They can't get 21 laps to the tank, can they?
Yeah, they get 27 when they come out of the pits.
Oh, okay. They were getting 27. Okay, I wasn't seeing how much they were getting to the tank. So okay, makes sense.
They are door to door.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they were all gonna make work of it, just like he has dominated this race.
Yeah, and there he goes now. He makes his pass and clears it. And they're just having fun with each other a little bit.
I don't think Class was really going to put too much of a fight up there.
Yeah, they're 7 seconds ahead of Billy, who's in third now. Billy did make that pass in front of Lynch. So Billy is now in third, Lynch in fourth, and Mac Attack in fifth.
Those guys have made better pace this one than Monday, though, because they were... Billy slipped back to 18 seconds behind at the end of the race. So he's definitely improved the time. He's way closer.
That's definitely...
Doesn't look like they're really gaining much. A little tiny. Oh, Lewinsky coming out pit road down there. A little wiggle.
Yeah, they're definitely not getting... Even with Billy and Lynch tight nose to tail, JWoww by himself is still putting 1/10 of a second on Billy every 1.5 to 2 laps.
Yeah.
Now Billy's now back to 7.7. Clashin is back 1.2. So JWoww is just...
unfortunately, I got to take off. I just got an emergency call.
All right, Bob. Well, you take care. Have a great night, man. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, man.
Yeah, no problem. I've had a blast, guys.
Hope everything's all right. You have a good night, man. Keep in touch. Let me know what's up.
For sure.
All right, man.
Good night, Bob. Was it last week we had 5 up in the booth? Now we're down to 2.
Yeah. It's it's one of those nights. It's part of that season. It's been a long season.
Long season. It's really hot outside. Been a long day.
Long day. It's been a long week for a lot of people. This heat will just drain you. I mean, it drains me. It drains me.
I'm wiped right now. I'm wiped out.
Yeah.
I can't even enjoy this beverage. I've been barely sipping on it even.
I mean, I tell you, during the weeks at the marina, I mean, by Saturday and Sunday, I'm kind of recharging the batteries, so to speak, just because Monday I'll be ready to go, but come Thursday, I'm starting to starting to run out of gas a little bit, so to speak, come Thursday and Friday. Yeah, Friday I'm trying. I'm ready for the weekend.
Yeah, I do tile and hardwood, and it's not so bad in the beginning of the week, like you said, but as the week goes by, especially with the heat, it just wears you out. You just don't even want to do it on Friday.
Yeah. Hey, Enel, Bleachy Bones said to check your phone, the Discord private messenger.
Okay.
So check your phone, your Discord private messenger. Bleachy trying to reach out to you.
All right.
So I hope everything's already. You don't have to bounce out of the food.
No, I think he was actually wanted to know about. I think I saw the message about. Yeah, he's having Whiskey Field Racing having an 8v8 challenge on Tuesday in Michigan, 25% 2-time stages with low draft. Asking if I can drive. I don't know.
What was that
he
again?
Raced Bush at that time on Tuesdays.
What was that again? What was the?
It's an 8v8 challenge, I guess. It's happening on Tuesday at Michigan.
Oh, okay.
25% 2-time stages with low draft. He's asked if I could drive. I do race Bush at that time. We'll have to see there, Bleach. Not maybe we get one of our loyal viewers to maybe fill the spot.
Yeah, it's possible. A lot of drivers in here in FTR that might be real interested in picking in doing that.
Well, what are you doing on Tuesday?
I'm in the Canadian E-Motorsports Network.
Right. Yeah, you were saying
with,
that.
Yeah, with It's Bob Drew. We had our first season opening race last night.
That's right.
And we're at Auto Club. We're at Auto Club next Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern.
And you got the only one with that one in the win column, man.
Well, that was Saturday for Hammer Down.
Oh, that was Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, that was Saturday night for Hammer Down Truck Series.
Yeah, that's
a Hammer Down. I'm in the Hammer Down Xfinity Series on Thursday nights. There are Truck Series on Saturday nights. And then I'm in the Champion Racing League, which I'm a co-owner of with Memphis Phoenix, on Sunday nights at 8. And then Tuesday, the Canadian E-Motorsports Network on Tuesdays. So, yeah, a little bit of a full schedule. In a couple of weeks.
I run Whiskey Field Racing in the Bush on Tuesday, and then I commentate Monday night and tonight with you, and then I could race Thursday. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But then we have Whiskey Road Cup on Friday. Then we got the FTR on Sunday, and it
kind of a
takes
full
up
schedule.
a lot of night time.
Yeah, that's a full schedule there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why in a couple weeks with just FTR A League, it'll be coming to a conclusion here this season, and unfortunately, it'll probably more likely be the my last broadcast with FTR on a full-time basis on the championship race this season. I think I'm gonna hand over the mic to Billy. We're gonna be talking about that here, more on, but it's kind of open up my schedule just to give me a little bit of a rest on Wednesdays. That's why Mondays, I purposely keep Mondays off to take the night completely off and take a...
That's what I do with Thursday. Sometimes I'll race the one league on Thursday, but I try to at least have one night where I just don't have to do anything.
And that's my Monday for me. That's Monday for me. So, just kind of giving myself a break, so...
that last Wednesday, it might be my last Wednesday too, because I'm going to be starting something else. Don't really want to say much about it, but keep it in a secret for now.
There's a time and place for everything, my friend.
Yeah, but I'll be doing something else on Wednesday. Still racing, still involved with this game, but it's not up in the booth. But I'll still do Mondays, so I'll still probably do high side as much as I can.
Oh, that'd be great. As we have come to the end
Well, that was it.
That is the race. Yep, they laid him up, put him down as J-Well picks up the dominant win, and I mean dominate.
By at the end.
Yeah. J-Well, your winner, clashing in second.
Guess good conversation, eh, Shady?
Yes, it was. As at the final standings for tonight, as J-Well, your winner, clashing in second. Billy third, Lynch fourth. War comes home in top 5, back in FTR A League. He gets himself a top 5.
Very good.
Mac Attack gets 6th, Reckless Racer 7th, Nowinski 8th, Heavy Duty comes home 9th, and Typical finishes up in 10th. So we are going to have some guys up in the booth. We're going to have the winner and J-Well and Billy, and a special guest in the booth. I think I gave that up a little earlier, but we'll in case people, some people didn't know. Some people may have chimed in a little bit later and didn't hear it, so I'll keep it a little secret here in just a minute. Good friend of mine. I didn't notice.
I guess we must have lost Nowinski too towards the end of that race, because he was showing 18 down.
Did we?
Yeah, I guess we did.
Oh man,
and Reckless as well. And that's Reckless.
I tell you what, as fast as J-Well was getting around this track, no wonder. All right, so let me. Yeah, they picking up and what? They picked them up and laid it down, man. They did. They picked it up and laid it down. That they dominated, absolute dominated, all night tonight. So getting our guys up in here now. I'm just waiting for Clashing and one other person to come on in. There he is. So now we're just waiting on Clashing to get on in there, and there he is. So we got our guys up in here. We're going to start with Clashing first, our second place finisher and runner-up. Congratulations, Clashing, man, on cruising a second, bro. And I mean cruising.
Thank you.
How you doing, man? Tell us about it.
Tired. Stage 1, we started out really loose, which was good. That's what I wanted, so I could be able to actually keep up with J-Wow. And then stage 2, it just went right back to tight, and I couldn't do anything. It wouldn't turn in the middle, and I was burning too much fuel.
Well, I know, I've known you guys for a good little while now, and know that you guys really set your game plans, before the races start. And I noticed that you started pitting a little bit early than J-Well. You weren't pitting on the same sequence. Was that planned, or was that kind of unplanned?
That was 100% unplanned. Stage 1, I tried to stretch it, and I hit 0, going out of 2, and I ran out and lost 2 seconds to him. So stage 2, every time I hit 0 in 1 and 2, I just short pitted, which it helped for that first 2 laps, which gave me the lead for a second or 2.
Right.
But after that, I had to start saving before him, and then by that time, he's 2 seconds out.
Right, it was a constant cycle, See, you'd come into the pit a lap or 2, or basically a lap, and then you would get out, and you would have the lead for about 4 to 5, and J-Well just came right down and tracked you down. I didn't know if that was kind of a plan, orchestrated thing, or if you were really, you were going and he was just catching you.
I was going. We were even for about 4 laps, but after that it was a tenth and a half a lap until he got by me, and then there was no keeping up. By that time I was already working on saving fuel.
So did you make any changes from the Monday Night High Side race to try to get in a little bit extra edge, or did you just kind of keep it as same and let it roll and maybe hope for a mistake on his part, or maybe a little bit larger of a field and have more cars to have kind of more obstacles, so to speak, maybe?
I started making some pit road adjustments in stage 3, but I didn't make anything before the race. I had about 3 400 laps of just following JWoww, so I was just trying to study his line and try to run his line. That way I had the same handling as him and could do what he could do, but I couldn't ever figure it out.
Well, I can help you on his line, because I had to find out myself. So, like I always kind of do, ride on the hood, and show our viewers the lines that you guys run. So I rode around with JWoww because I had to find out for myself and show our fans and our viewers. So you can check out the broadcast and you'll be able to see that line.
You see a bit glimpses of it. It's pretty quick, though.
Congratulations, Clashin, on getting a second place, man, and good points tonight again. Congratulations, man, on getting that job.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. And
Clashin.
And we're gonna take it to our winner, and that is Clashin. Or Clashin, I'm sorry. I get those 51s mixed up. I told you my pick tonight was a 51 car.
Yeah, even when I said congrats, Clashin, I had to make sure.
No, JWoww. Yeah. JWoww got the win and in dominant fashion. Congratulations, JWoww, winning stage 1, stage 2, and the race. I picked you as a champion because I said going into the playoffs that you were going into playoffs driving with your ass on fire to win this championship, and you kind of showed that tonight, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a pretty easy race for the most part. We had a fast car. We're naturally just fast here at Dover. I could see the air outside the car. I know the line, know when to push it, and yeah, it was a dominant race.
Routine, eh?
Kind of more of the same for Monday night. You know, I mean, you're just dialed in here at Dover. I mean, my home track, I only live an hour and a half away. So one of my two favorite tracks. So I mean, obviously I don't need to ask the question if you made any changes or adjustments since Monday night on your car.
No, the only changes I made from probably stage 1 of the Monday night race, I was a little loose. I went up 2 clicks, and ever since then I've had that wedge in my car coming into this race. So it wasn't really a major change, but I made it from last race, kept it, and yeah, we had a stable car the whole run. We were maybe a tight for about first 2 laps, and Clashin was, I guess he loosened his car up. He was right on Mateo. He could have made a pass if he wanted to, but I think we were just trying to stay in line and take off from the rest of the others. But yeah, this car had I remember, what's it called? Stage 3. We put in a different gear. I think it was there and gone. That was where the 3 speeds, and ended up getting the win there.
Wow, man. And I gotta ask, there in stage 3, when I was actually riding on your roof there, and there was that incident between Reckless and Nowinski there in turn 3, which could have been a little interesting. Could have made things interesting. I mean, when you saw that and kind of had to split the uprights, was that kind of the oh crap moment there of the race?
No, it just made me get mad because it popped me out of my rhythm, and I'm trying to catch Clashin over here, and I knew I had the fresher tires, so it's just a matter of time before I get to him. And then you just have people out here wrecking for I don't know what, their last place. And it was just, I had to tell him, I was like, you could wreck any other lap, but this is the one lap you want to start racing each other, or whatever. Yeah, that ticked me off a little bit, but whatever, we got back in a rhythm and we ended up passing and clashing, and the rest of the story.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed pretty much game over. I mean, really kind of on cruise control, like I was telling Intletown over here. For a moment there, I thought I saw you throw that beer can and a cigarette out the window. You were so much on cruise control, man.
Put the magazines away, the newspaper. Like some light reading.
Congratulations, JWoww. God, I've been saying JCR guys all nights, but JWoww, you really dominated both nights. High side on Monday night, the A League here at FTR tonight here on Wednesday night. Man, just congratulations. Really put on a show, man. One hell of a job, and one step closer to winning that championship, man, and making me right.
Yeah, I tried to tell y'all playoff, and I just come out no mercy. I think I've won about 4 of the past 5 stages, but should have won all of them if it wasn't for an incident in stage 3 at Charlotte. But yeah, it's been a pretty dominant playoff so far.
Yeah, well, you're well on your way, man. Well on your way. Congratulations, getting a W tonight. I think there's 2 races left there. There's 2 races left.
Yeah, we got Day Michigan.
Yeah, so you got 2 more races to go, and off to Talladega, where it's a little bit of a wild card there at Talladega. Is that one that you're kind of dreading, looking forward to? What's kind of your take on Talladega, where you're sitting now?
Talladega, I love it. I mean, it's probably one of my best tracks out there, honestly. I have a feel for. It's mostly just getting pit stops, and I'll separate the field. But if it doesn't, it comes out at a couple laps run. I know which secrets to know when to start backing off and know when to make moves at the right time. It takes a team effort, honestly. But I feel like you'll probably see the same from tonight going into Dega to next week.
We're looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. Congratulations, man. Definitely would be keeping my eye out tomorrow on the points and seeing where things shake up, man. Congratulations on getting a win tonight.
Thank you. I also want to give a shout out to Randy. Missed you. I wish you were here tonight. Wish you could have kept up with me.
There you go, man. JWoww brings home the win at Dover in dominant fashion, winning both stages and then the race. So he definitely put on a show, man. Congratulations, JWoww.
Yeah, congrats, JWoww.
And that's I'm gonna move us on to our special segment here.
Special feature?
Yeah, a little bit of a special segment, a little bit special feature. Definitely glad that Billy got into the top 3 and finished 3rd. Billy had a real good run, man. You had a real good car. Just man, those JCR guys, man, they just real dialed in here at Dover, brother.
Yeah, they had a good car.
But tell us about your car, man. Tell us about your race. What was, I mean, we talked a little bit earlier. You said it, you had a good car. I saw you kind of pushing it, a few times, maybe pushing it a little bit too much, kind of got into the wall a little bit. Saw you working there with Lynch a little, was it trying to work together with him and trying to catch those boys down?
No, I knew I couldn't. Those guys were fast, man. They were on a little bit different level than some of the rest of us guys. I was just trying to run, just trying to finish 3rd, man. That was kind of my goal going into the race because I knew those guys were pretty good. I could build a car that would probably run with those guys on the short run, but I was just having to get in my fuel gear a little bit too quick, more than what I needed. So, and then I was just losing tons of ground that way. So I just pretty much rode around and just tried to maintain 3rd place, man.
Oh.
I like that first answer from you. That was a good Kyle Busch answer, that very first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a good car.
Well, congratulations on getting in 8th place, Billy, and don't go anywhere. Kind of wanna you bring some things up as we got our special guest that's in the booth who is I spoke about earlier early in the broadcast, throughout the broadcast, wore back into the FTR A League, dipping his toes back into the water, man. Really, really glad to see you and watch you back on the racetrack tonight. Whether it's, I don't care, I don't know if it's part-time, full-time, whatever time. Just really, really good to see you back on the track and back here in FTR War. Awesome to have you, man.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Thanks a lot. Hats off to the JCR guys. Jay Well, Clashing, them guys were just gone tonight. Tonight I was just wanting to get in, man. It's definitely not like riding a bicycle. When you're out for 2 or 3 months and jump back in, man, you've got to condition yourself again to, especially a track like Dover. So tonight I was just wanting to get in and get my exercises in and just try to hit my marks and, give the guys plenty of room that's actually racing for a championship. And it was fun getting out with the guys again, man. I sure missed it.
Well, you put it down. I mean, got the top 5, man. You got 5th place and top 5 on your debut back on the track tonight, man. Congratulations on top 5.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. It was a lot of fun. I like Dover. I like short track racing, and it was a good time to jump back in.
I was speaking with it earlier. Speaking with Eneltown, we had It's Bob Drew up here in a booth earlier with us. He had to roll out a little early, but was telling them, man, that you were doing the iRacing there, and doing the iRacing. You had a little bit of off season, you had some shoulder surgery going on. So tell us what's been going on. What's been going on with War, man? I mean, I was telling these guys, how much that you've been an influence to me and helped me, and just really, really awesome to see you back, man. Tell us, kind of what you've been doing, what's going on, man.
That's kind of what we do in FTR, man. We're always trying to lend a hand, if somebody needs it. I got into iRacing there for a bit and was running. The JCR guys were helping me in there. McLovin and Jay Wow and a few of us was running. And then, I've had a shoulder injury, so it's I've had to step back a little bit and kind of just watch, watch the guys race. And so I'm trying to slowly get back into it, because I've sure missed, running with the guys. So hopefully I can take it, steps at a time and be back running. I know Billy's got the truck series coming up next season, so that's my main goal, trying to be ready, to get in it full time and start the trucks up.
All right, well,
we always had a blast in those trucks, man. They're like driving big fast shoe boxes around. We beat those trucks to death, man. It's fun.
Well, you just opened the box that I just wanted to get into there, War, and Billy, FTR making a little bit of a switch here at the end after this season in a couple of weeks to go into season 5. Tell us about it. So FTR is going to be in the trucks.
Yeah, so next season, if any of you guys has followed us, it's, season 1 we ran trucks. We had a blast. They're a little bit more forgiving, just kind of got with everybody, with the admins and all, and just wanted to come up with something different. We've ran Cup, we ran Xfinity, we ran truck. We did the last 2 seasons for Cup, so this season we wanted to do something different coming up. So we're gonna tackle the trucks again. So should be a blast. Can't wait to get started.
Well, this season in FTR,
I'm looking forward to it.
This season with FTR was the addition of the C League, which has been very successful. Very successful. Put on some great racing in that C League. I've been watching on those boys. They've been putting on some real great races. The A, B, and C League. Having the privilege to broadcast you guys here in the A League and watching the B and C every Sunday nights. And so tell us kind of a bit about the structure. Is it going to be, is it going to be an A, B, C? What's kind of your idea of maybe plans going in for that?
Yeah, so we'll carry on like you said. This season we added the C guys. It was a big gamble. You always want the big field. In every division, but we found out real quick it's hard to run 30 plus guys in a lobby. It's you get so much lag, and
Yeah.
we kind of cut the field down. When we started this season, we had I think we had almost 90 drivers within 3 leagues. So we kind of narrowed that down something. We got it's probably 60 guys right now. So people come and go. You can't please everybody all the time, and we've done our best. Just like with the A League, we kind of went through we started off one way and kind of changed a little bit after a few races to keep the cautions down, and to me it's been some good racing. I mean, we hadn't really had too many cautions and stuff, in the last couple races. It's racing's been really good, and next season we're going to go back to where we started, and
so you're gonna have all three leagues, or are you gonna combine all 3, A, B, and C? Okay.
A, B, and C. We'll have all 3 again next season. So everybody's kind of excited. They're ready. It's something different, and just looking forward to it, man.
So War, I'm going to kind of put you on the spot here a little bit, because I got to know, just for me personally and for the 10 folks watching and, the 100 views that it'll get by the end of the week, full-time, part-time next season, what's your plan?
Oh, we jumping in feet first in the trucks, man.
Oh, full-time?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll be ready, because we still got to finish this season out, and Billy usually takes a break. I'm not sure on the dates when it's actually going to start, but that gives me enough time now. If I run a little bit this week and may run Talladega, I'm not sure. It depends on, certain things. But if I can get kind of conditioned back into running, then, well, it ain't kind of. I'll be feet first in the trucks. I'll be ready.
I love it. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. I also, something kind of a new wrinkle is going to be added to this with the idea of a draft, Billy.
Yeah, so we're working on right now with some captains, and we're gonna draft everybody. Right now we got 6. I think we got 6 or 7 captains right now.
I think we were at 6.
We got right now. I think we got like 53 drivers for next season. Maybe more. That's not a final count. I'm still working on that. But yeah, so we're gonna have a live draft. Probably do it the 25th of June. So everybody in the league will be drafted to a team. So just something a little bit different as well. We've never did teams and stuff here in FTR, and I thought it'd be pretty fun, just to kind of keep up with team points and just add a little bit different twist. You know what I mean? So should be fun.
Yeah, that sounds real fun with the team drafting.
Yep.
Okay,
just something different.
We're at 54 racers, I think, so far. I think.
Yeah, somewhere around in there.
Yeah.
So is it going to be, is it a truck series? Is it going to be a custom setup truck series or the preset slider truck series?
No, we always run customs.
I figure, but I had to ask just for some
now that you mentioned that,
Mm-hmm.
now that you mentioned that, I'm looking to kind of expand FTR to the slider side, but right now I'm kind of hesitant because it's hard for just because of the days, because we moved C League to Tuesday night rather than Sunday, so. Next season, A will still be on Wednesday, B will be on Sunday, and then C will be on Tuesday. So, with 100% races like that, it's basically equivalent to a 50% cup race. But it's 100%, and right now I'm just searching for a day. Nothing's a go yet, but I definitely like to expand to the slider side a little bit, but it's still up in the air.
Oh wow, okay, that's awesome. So War, you've been on for, you've been around for a minute. You know, I know you got some familiarity with trucks. You gonna have to start building some new truck setups there.
I may have to tweak on it, but I run a lot of Hoka Motorsport trucks, and I got some fast trucks in the garage. They ain't been out. I have to knock the dust off of them, but I could probably jump in the trucks and be about ready to roll right now. So
my team's still building the trucks. I haven't even raced them yet, so they're still in the process of making them.
Yep, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yep, but I should have a decent truck already for every track. You know, the truck should be good to go.
Oh, okay, okay. This is really fun, man. This is really fun. I mean, I've had the first experience myself. I mean, that's where I got my win this past Saturday was in the truck.
Hey, congratulations to that, man. Getting that first W. Yeah, big shout out, man.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. Like I was telling you guys on the Facebook, man. I mean, I gotta throw a shout out and a thanks to the two of you guys in particular. I mean, teaching me the stuff that you guys have taught me. Whether it's in a cup car or Xfinity car or in a daggone truck, the stuff that you taught me in a cup car, I applied in a truck.
Yeah, but guys can give advice, but it's up to you. You've got to put the seat time in, so give your own self a pat on the shoulder, man, because you're the one that put the work in, and big shout on that W, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. And
yeah, for sure.
Those trucks are a lot of fun, though. I love that.
They're a blast. They're a blast. We've ran a full season of truck, Xfinity cars, and like I said, a couple seasons of Cup. Truck has always been my favorite, man. It's like you can beat on them a little more, you can drive them a little harder, because like Billy said, they're a lot more, forgiving than the Cup cars, and I've just always had a blast with the trucks, man.
I think you'd get more of a kind of fun, like more relaxed kind of feel in them too.
Because, it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not in the cup or anything like that. It's more of a chill feeling, like chill vibe, I would say, in the truck.
You're very right on that. Yep.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
That's also, brings the speed down a little bit, so there's a little bit more control there that I've noticed. There's a little bit more control.
A little more fun.
Yeah,
more fun. That's what it equals. Yep.
More
in my
control,
opinion.
more fun.
In my opinion.
Plus, we're gonna have a little bit of a mixed schedule. We're gonna have some short tracks on there, so we're gonna do a little rubbing. So
yep. Can't have him trucks without a little bit of short tracks now.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fun, man. I'm ready to get next season going. I think we got a good group of guys, that's been staying committed. Some of these guys, man, they've been in here since season 1, and just looking forward to it. Just ready to get it going.
Well, this is my first year, and I've had a blast since second I joined. It's been a blast every week. Met a lot of good people. We've been practicing throughout the week. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been
sure.
It's
a great league. I'm glad I got into it.
It's a hell of a run. I told you, man. When you and Bleachy first came in, in a C League, way back when the season started, I told you guys, hey, if you're looking for a family place, this is definitely a spot for you. If you just got to make the most of it, and and it's a lot of fun. It's a heck of a ride. That's for sure. And going in the trucks, man. Tell us. I mean, what's your excitement on that, Eneltown? I mean, what's kind of where you're looking at? You looking at trying to maybe make a push for these A League guys here? Maybe, or are you going to stay there in the B? I mean, Billy, have you thought about maybe how is that going to work out as far as, the guys who are in the A League or B League, or I guess maybe kind of decide, at the end of the season on exactly the rosters and who's going to be joining, new drivers coming in, that sort of thing too, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've already got some guys. We got a couple guys from B that's going to be moving up to A, and we got a couple guys from C that's going to be moving up to B. So it's going to be a little bit of a mixed group. I think the rosters look really well. I think they're a really good fit. So we got a couple new guys coming in from our C group. So should be exciting, man. I hope. hope everybody enjoys herself this upcoming season. You know, like I said, this season's been great. You know, it's been a pleasure to race with all these fast guys, man. It kind of, you know, it kind of puts you on your toes every week, and then you add low draft to it. It just means you got to work that much harder, and it's just been a blast. So, just want to say I appreciate, you know, all the guys that's ran this season, you know, stuck it out, and who continue to keep it going. You know, I hope we run 5 more seasons, you know, 10 more seasons. You know, it just depends, you know. So it's just been great.
Big shout out to you broadcasters too, man. Eneltown and Shady, and y'all do a kick-ass job, man. Hats off to you.
Thanks.
Yep, most definitely.
It's funny with the season
man.
too. It honestly seems like so long ago when it started. Like, it seems like I've been racing with you guys for so long. I've got to know so many of you. It seems like it's like years ago the season started. And, you know, I remember
it feels
actually.
like that.
What's that?
It feels like that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, season
like
1, dude, we ran every track.
Yeah.
We ran every single track in the trucks. That was our season 1.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a blast, though. I mean, it's just
I
about
remember,
having fun, man.
I remember at the start of the season, it's actually Bleachy and Shady. We were Wise Guys Racing. Remember that?
Oh, I remember. I remember.
Yeah.
The Wise Guys Racing. Absolutely. Nobody knew about it. Nobody but the 3 of us knew about that.
I didn't even know anybody. I didn't even know you at the time. I just knew Bleachy, and he put us togetger there. And
yeah. And of course, you had to be so daggone good that you move up to B League before we even got going with it.
I didn't get the chance. I woke up Sunday, and I found out that afternoon. I had to replay my whole strategy for the race because I was starting on pole for the C, and then I ended up starting. I think 15th. I was supposed to start. I ended up starting 16th, and it was a totally different game plan.
Yeah.
So that seems forever ago.
Yeah, well, thank you guys all. You know, we still got 2 races to go. Billy, congratulations on getting 3rd. We're gonna let you guys go. I know it's been a long night for you guys. War, thank you for taking the time, jumping up in the booth here for a few minutes with us, man.
I appreciate you guys inviting me up, man.
Oh, hell yeah. I had
thank you,
man.
guys. I appreciate all of it. All season, man. Appreciate it.
Definitely.
Shout out to Jay Wow again, and shout out to you on your debut, Shady. So.
Thanks, man. And I saw you. I knew when I found out you were in a race tonight. I had to message you and ask if you'd come up and just talk for a few minutes. Eneltown, thank you again and joining me. And you know, next week we will be at Talladega on Wednesday night for the A League guys, the UB Leaguers, and is it the C and the B here at Dover on Sunday? I think it is.
Just the B.
Just the B.
Yeah, just the B. Yeah,
that's right. The C will be at Dega. You guys will be here at Dover on Sunday night at 8 o'clock for the B League. The C League at 7 o'clock Eastern. And then, as always, next Wednesday night here at 8 o'clock, these FTR A League guys are going to take to the high banks, high speeds at Talladega. So you're going to want to tune in for that one. You're going to want to check in as things are really starting to get tight for this championship run here. So just want to say thank you to all you guys. Another congratulations to JWoww. Another dominant win here, taking stage 1, stage 2, and the win. Clashin comes home 2nd. Billy gets home 3rd. Lynch gets a good run in 4th. He had a strong car, man. Lynch got a good 4th. War back into the pond, man. Back in, getting his feet wet. Get back on the track in the A League. Getting a top 5. Awesome to see that. Awesome. That's going to do it for us. For Lugnut, Eneltown, everybody, thank you all for watching, tuning in. We're going to see everybody next week at Talladega.
As long as it's been of a season, but at the same time, it's flown by. And I'll tell you, I've had Talladega circled on my my schedule since the second I joined. I can't wait for that race.
I'm the same way. Talladega's my number 1 favorite track. So
I love it.
I'll be looking forward and can't wait for that. I can tell you that. So we'll be at Talladega.